Not getting 24 volts to contactor. When I test with multimeter, I get ohms.
Hi, I'm Brian and my goal is to diligently answer your HVAC/R questions to your complete satisfaction. With your multimeter you must set the meter to AC voltage, not ohms or resistance. If you still are not getting 24 volts, nominal may be up to 28, when the thermostat is set to run the unit, then you have a low voltage problem somewhere. I would be happy to help you diagnose the problem.
Multimeter does it automatically. If there are any volts, it tells me. I found the wires from the COM terminal on the switchboard that lead both outside to unit and to stat. There is no power there either. There is 26.67 volts of the red wires below the COM terminal, so I know the board has power. What should I do next?
Okay, I understand with the meter. What type of unit or system do you have and what type of thermostat is operating it?
Bryant AC Unit Model 561CJ039E. Honeywell Digital Touchscreen Thermostat, brand new last year.
When you say you have 26 volts at the common terminal of the switchboard, are you referring to the low voltage terminal board on the unit?
To the switchboard on my blower inside the house. I have 26 volts at the R and Y terminals, screw posts, but not at the COM post.
Okay, I have found your manual and will be able to help you with this. If you have 24V at the Y and R terminal but not at the C and Y terminal, this indicates your thermostat is not calling for cooling for some reason. This assumes that the thermostat Y wire and the Y wire going to the condensing unit is terminated at the Y terminal on the air handler.
I'll go check that now.
Just so I can be on the same page with you, is your Honeywell thermostat a Vision Pro Series thermostat?
I was incorrect. I have 26V to the R but not the Y or COM. Y goes from handler to stat. Does not go to condensing unit, outside. COM has 2 wires on it. One leads to condenser, the other leads to stat.
When you are probing these points, you have one lead on one of those terminals. Where are you touching the other lead to? It is odd that there is only one connection to Y at the AHU and that lead goes to the stat. There should be a lead on Y that goes to the condenser as well. Are there 2 separate thermostat cables at the AHU? One to the stat and one to the condenser?
I have one lead on the post and the other grounded to the sheet metal on the AHU. I was unfortunate enough to have this wiring debacle left for me by the previous owner. Yes, there are 2 cables, a 5-wire of which all lead to stat, and a 2-wire of which one leads to a splice that goes to condenser and to stat. It looked odd to me but was working until now. The other wire of the 2-wire is unused. There is only one connection at Y on the AHU. The COM has 2 connections. Crap, I have to apologize. My wife just informed me that the stat was not used for AC yet. We got it in the winter. That changes everything. Sorry.
Okay, it is better if you probe both your leads directly to the terminals, although it appears the transformer must be grounded on the secondary side. This would mean that the C, common, terminal on the AHU is grounded, so you wouldn't get voltage from C to ground. The 2-wire cable from the condenser should be terminated to the yellow wire directly, or the wire that goes to Y on stat if the wire isn't yellow, or on the Y terminal on the AHU along with the Y wire from the stat, and the other wire to the condenser should terminate to common on the terminal strip. If the unit was working the way it was wired, our problem is somewhere else, and if you don't get voltage from Y to where, then the stat seems to be the issue.
I will change the wiring the way you told me and see what happens. 1 minute. Bada bing. Houston, we have a go for launch. Best $30 I've spent in a long time. I switched the wire that was on C and lead to the condenser to Y and it worked. You rock.
Alright. I'm so glad we solved your problem. Thanks for using JustAnswers. If you have a future issue, you are certainly welcome to request me. I will save and exit. Please remember to rate our session and good luck. Brian.
Thanks again and will do.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit justanswer.com/YTHI.